Alright, we're starting in frame number 7 here. We've got 108 in the 5th with a strike in the 6th. Spare, spare, double, 10-pin spare, strike. And here we go. Alright, so what's weird to me tonight is, number one, that it's not really level, but I'm not level, so screw it. Anyway, the left lanes in this house, like, always hook more than the right lanes. Tonight it's the opposite. The right lanes hook in more, which, mind blown. 2 boards difference to me so far, and 2 boards difference for me is like 5, 6 boards difference for most right-handers, or even more. So that's where we're at. All right, that was a reasonable shot. When I'm bowling good, and like I say before, I don't throw a big strike ball. I'm gonna leave a lot of 10 pins. It's just the way it's gonna be. So I'm fine with that. As long as I make them, I'm fine with it. I did bring the second ball tonight, the Columbia benchmark, and here's what I found. I threw it like 3 times in practice. I've always had to fight with a thumb hole in that ball, and then I got the thumb hole re-drilled and used it a little bit after that, but not a lot. What I find is I don't get out of that ball well at all. Still, after the re-drilled thumb hole, so forget it. I'm not using it. It's not coming here anymore. I have a couple other possibility of secondary bowling balls to bring for, in case the lanes get like really wet and dry in the 3rd game. And the 2 main candidates for that would be the Mo Ridge Ripper, which is a fingertip. Yeah, but I mean, it gives me a very similar look to what I've got now, but just because it's fingertips would give me a little bit of a different angle into the pocket. The other possibility would be the high road, which I've hardly ever. Let's see. Since we got done bowling the kingpin, let's see. This is the 3rd year here. I've used it maybe 3 or 4 frames total at the very beginning of when we came here. So I've never given that ball much of a chance on a typical house shot. And so that might be a ball to experiment with, possibly. All right, pretty good.
You almost pulled your weight. You're so small and frail. That's why. I need another cup of ice. All right, Chief.
Is John here? You know what way you want? Yeah. I just did, right? They just got bold.
Nice game, Chris.
All right, typical for me, 236. Just doing what I do best. That's like a really, really good way to not leave a 10 pin.
You fucking with me. You can fucking point it from the corner. You take everything you put on it. The better you lay it closer to the foul line, the better it is. You will.
I'll take it. I threw that shot a little hard. Probably the other lane too, but you know what? It's okay.
My daughter's husband got paid off 2 weeks ago. Viewing down. Anyway, he told me this. That's the boy got. In regards to 205. No.
Boy, was that horrible, man. And actually, I know what I did wrong, so I'm happy about that. If I don't push the ball out to the right spot, push the ball a little bit to the right, I'm going to tug it in the oil badly like I just did. It's going to go 60 feet. I have to get the push away correct, which I've done 90% of the time tonight. I'm happy with that. But just saying, when I don't, that's what happens. Usually I like the hook and lane more. Tonight I like the tighter lane more. I can keep my lines right up, straight up, and simple, and just finish this to the pocket.
There you go. All right, good up. Need to play to 10. I didn't tell you that 2 weeks ago. Everybody on my team.
Yeah, that was different. I got that ball out to target or a little past target.
Woohoo!
And I got my customary 7-10 out.
You move up?
I tried.
You did fine. It's just that you got freaked out. I don't know. I didn't think you were fine. You just not enough. I don't know.
That's not.
No one came back for you. I think, but I don't want it to work. But I'm just saying. How much did you move up? You haven't moved up much. The steps were all out of line. None. All you want to do is sink the way the angle comes in. That's not left. It's right. Over. None.
The first time handicap game goes to Mike Nambino with 308. The Broke Out got a 279, and the Eliminator cut was 235.
Just bad speed on that shot. Hit my mark, just a bad shot.
My company pays me for it. They work $5. $10 for 40 hours. I know you don't do nothing on Friday. Everybody, we're going to be out. And with the overhead fair over there, everybody's working out great. Well, the lanes are down, so you lose them over there, and that makes everybody go down.
Oh boy, I got that ball left. And the reason why that I'm starting to spray the ball, I'm subtly trying to pick my speed up, and I don't know if I really should be doing that, but as soon as I don't, I'm going to greet church, so I'm just trying to stay ahead of the shot just enough, and I'm outdoing myself.
Look at that, he's over 9 right now. Alright. Off the sheet, you and I. Come on, Chris.
So I moved my board a feet left. My board. That's how I talk. My feet a board left from where I have been all night on that lane. I tried to soften back up on the speed, and then I sprayed the ball a little wide, came back at an okay angle to carry. Although I have left pocket 710s on that shot before, so I got a one bagger. Alright. I did not like that reaction in the least. So I moved left with my feet. I tried to slow it down a little, but I got it in a spot where the ball was going 60 feet earlier. And that one just hooked right out of my hand, kind of. And I'll tell you something. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Either way. This is exactly where I would change balls right now, because I want to move left with my feet, and I would only change balls on that lane, by the way. I would want to move my feet in and try to open up the back end. Because if I move my feet left with this ball, it could do anything. I would want to, you know what? I'm gonna try the other ball in that lane one time. Move my feet left and just see. Now that I'm loose, see if I can get out of that other ball. This will be an interesting shot on the other lane, on that lane, not on this one. All right, 220 even, clean game. I couldn't throw the fill ball with the other ball because we needed every pin. I think we won, so I couldn't do it. And the last ball is funny, not funny, but something got in my eye, like on my last next to last step on that last shot. So that really bothered me. But anyway, it's okay now. 220, 236, 220, and, well within the barometer range.
Greg, oh. All right.
Is that beer on the rocks?
My dad used to tell me, you drink beer with ice, you get bloated. I like going to I like it when you pull it
All right, I still like my ball reaction with that ball on that lane because I tugged that ball, threw a little hard, and it struck. What else? What more could I want? The other lane's the problem.
Well, they told me as soon as I got my job, I bet you I will see you in 3 years. And then right now, I really think 5 years. But the other side of the guy, right now, I'm like, I mean, I couldn't do anything without.
I need the.
All right, I decided not to change balls. I just don't like the feel in the other ball. I moved 3 boards left. I stuck. Naturally, I stick on the move. You know, why would I have it any other way? So I didn't get a real great read, but I'm going to move half a board to a board right off that and try to really throw it good next time on that lane. See what happens.
I don't know. I remember getting in there, learning, got 99 down. I think I got 97. They asked if I could run that. What else would you do? I told them straight out, don't lie. Don't lie. You have 2 years on my head, 2 years on Tuesday. Tell them everything.
All right, I missed a little right on that lane. I almost moved my feet left before I started, but I didn't. Now I will.
Any move, let me know. TV ready for it. That ain't Steve, it's got a flat screen, but we went out a couple weeks and got a flat screen for a day.
All right. I moved the board right from where I was on the other frame. Still cannot lie. I'll tell you, that lane is really, really wet dry. Which is why I wanted to have a backup bowling ball for when this happens. My next move. Watch my next move now. I'm taking the ring finger out on that lane. I'm moving back right. I'm playing the 2-finger shot on that lane next. So that'll be my next attempt.
Black widows. He pulled him up on the computer and he says, you got 2 ends in the spectrum. You got this ball here to the oil, and this ball over here to the He said you need one right in the middle. I don't know. He got the ball. He put up all the specs. Both of them. This one's for oil, and this one's for nitrogen. You need one in it.
Now that lane continues to be manageable. I moved a half a board left from the 4-pin. Now it's back to mystery lane.
Don't Don't worry. I'll hit him and you get him.
That's 6, baby.
Alright, that was with the 2-finger ball. Took my ring finger right out of it. I moved almost back farther, as far right as I was before, but not quite. Not quite, so that shows you just how much they're hooking in the heads on that lane. I am really surprised, but why? I don't know why I should be.
We would have. I didn't want to be climbing. I didn't want to be climbing on the roof with all the rain here. Yeah, the outside lights are got Saturday. It's going to be cold for a while. I don't. You can't complain. We've already got a month and a half. Electric bill $110 bucks. You can't complain about that. Absolutely. Yeah.
You said that's it.
We all know better than that.
Once again, I get it left into the oil, but that's on my good lane. That's what blows.
They need to have to run the ball.
Two-finger ball. You never know, do you?
Back to back. Back to back. It's lost.
I got it in the oil again on that lane. I was just a little bit sharper last week than I am this. And the battery is almost done again. Let's see if we can make it or not. One more frame.
don't really want to go. A lot of women. Oh, you gotta make it. You gotta keep it together. Take that card away, quick!
All right, 201, 657, 3 clean games. Right within the barometer shot range. So that's it. I found a strategy that seemed to work. You know, if I would have continued to be sharp on the left lane, my good lane, that's what screwed everything up. Should have shot probably 690, 700 if I don't mess up on that lane. All right, the battery's about to go, so I'm about to go. I'm going. Bye.